Hi, my name is Seth Allred. I am a student at UVU in the Masters of Social Work program, and I'm here to present my capstone project. And I've got my poster pulled up here so you can see it a little better. Um, so just to get started, just to kind of let you know what sparked my interest in doing this project is I wanted to see which barriers different age groups were running into when they tried to obtain mental health services. The reason being is I myself have struggled before trying to obtain mental health services when I knew that I really needed those services. And for me, it was mostly cost that was kind of getting in the way of me being able to continue therapy. And it was very discouraging, and it really just made me passionate to be able to find ways that we can implement change to make mental health services more accessible to a wide range of age groups. And I'll start on this side of my poster here, but we know obviously mental health services is a very important part of being human. And um, people at any given time are going to struggle with, mental illnesses, or they're just really stressed out and need to talk to somebody. And so we want to find out, well, what can we do to facilitate this for everybody? Because, mental illnesses can, start to bleed into society, and, it's very detrimental on an individual level and a societal level. So I think it's important to find out what barriers are people running into and what can we do to address each barrier. What I did to get participants, to measure kind of which barriers are affecting which age groups was I created an online survey, and participants had to be between the ages of 18 and 65. And I split them up into age groups, which were Gen Z, Millennials, Gen X, and Baby Boomers. And so when participants took the survey, they had to select their age group, and then they also had to select one principal barrier that they felt was most influential, or discouraged them the most, or prevented them the most from seeking mental health services or obtaining them. And so what we found at the very end, there were 50 respondents total, which is a pretty decent sized pool. It would have been great to have more, but it was okay to work with the 50 respondents. But what we found is that cost and stigma were the most selected barriers among all age groups. And you can see in the graph here that it's pretty apparent that cost and stigma were one of the most selected principal barriers. Insurance coverage issues was also a big one, especially with millennials. But overall, cost and stigma were selected by each and every age group. And so it's pretty apparent with the results, but we used a test called the super exact test kind of as a supplement to help solidify the results. But when looking at cost and stigma among all age groups, we found a p-value of 0.04, which is below the critical value. So that suggests that there is a relationship with cost and stigma among all age groups. So if we were to see, if we had a bigger respondent size, then we would probably see similar results, similar barriers chosen among all age groups. And again, this is important to know just because if we know which barriers are affecting which age groups, we can know where to implement the most effective change. And it also helps take out age group biases or assumptions, such as, well, baby boomers and Gen X maybe have had more time to accumulate wealth, but they're still selecting cost and as an issue. And further research on this, I think, would be great to do just so we can find more ways to implement change. But this project, it was really fun to do, and I think this project can give us an overall basic view of what barriers are affecting all age groups across the board and where we can most effectively implement change. But that is my research project, and thank you.